Welcome to Instant Trivia, episode 1878. Ready? Let's go. In which city was the UEFA Champions League final held in May 2008? Moscow. For which film did Jack Lemmon win the Academy Award for his portrayal of businessman Harry Stoner? Save the Tiger. Who portrayed James Bond in the 1967 film Casino Royale, a comedic parody of the Bond franchise? David Niven. The Kiel Canal connects the North Sea with which other sea? Baltic Sea. In what year did Neil Armstrong take his historic first step on the moon? 1969. Which king called the Model Parliament in 1295, often considered the first representative English parliament? Edward I. Which biblical prophet was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind? Elijah. Who wrote the children's book Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing? Judy Blume. Which medical instrument, invented by René Laennec in 1816, revolutionized how doctors listen to a patient's internal sounds? Stethoscope. Which instrument is Mick Fleetwood famously known for playing in Fleetwood Mac? Drums. Which palace in London is the home of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge? Kensington Palace. How many seats are in the U.S. Senate? 100. In 1989, from which country did the Soviet Union withdraw its forces after a prolonged military conflict? Afghanistan. Which casino card game uses hand totals modulo 10, with tens and face cards worth 0, aces worth 1, and 2 to 9 worth face value, where the aim is to be as close to 9 as possible? Players stand on totals of 6 or 7, and the banker follows a complex drawing rule. Baccarat. Born on September 1st, 1950, what is the surname of TV's Dr. Phil, who first rose to national prominence on The Oprah Winfrey Show? Who directed the original Indiana Jones films, beginning with Raiders of the Lost Ark? Steven Spielberg. What is the national flower of Wales? Daffodil. Which Survivor song became synonymous with training montages after being featured in the film Rocky III? Eye of the Tiger. Which Scottish crime writer published some books under the pseudonym Jack Harvey? Ian Rankin. Which actress famously shaved her head for her role in the dystopian film V for Vendetta? Natalie Portman. In the children's TV show Teletubbies, what is the name of the vacuum cleaner-like housekeeper and guardian? Nunu? Who served as the chief of staff to President Richard Nixon and was a key figure in the Watergate scandal? H.R. Haldeman. Which chemical element has atomic number 92 and is commonly used in nuclear fuel and weapons? Which actress, best known for playing Gloria Delgado Pritchett on the sitcom Modern Family, was born in Barranquilla, Colombia? Sofia Vergara. Which humorist, known for his witty commentary on American politics in the early 20th century, famously said, "I never met a man I didn't like"? Will Rogers. Which influential electronic duo, known for their iconic helmets and groundbreaking music, helped popularize the French house genre in the late 1990s and early 2000s? Daft Punk. Which fictional family known for their macabre humor includes Morticia, Gomez, and Uncle Fester? The Addams Family. Which famous hiking trail stretches approximately 2,190 miles from Georgia to Maine in the United States? The Appalachian Trail. What is the term for an intense fear of rivers or running water? Patamophobia. Which author was targeted by a 1989 fatwa issued by Ayatollah Khomeini over his novel The Satanic Verses? Salman Rushdie. In 1994, Christie's auctioned a piece of Elvis Presley memorabilia that sold for $41,400. What was it? An American Express credit card issued to Elvis Presley. Which city, noted for its distinctive airplane-shaped layout, is the capital of Brazil? Brasilia. Who became the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in January 1987? Aretha Franklin. Which chart-topping singer also gained recognition for writing popular advertising jingles in the early 1970s? Barry Manilow. Harare is the capital of which country? Zimbabwe. Which city is the capital of Morocco? Rabat. Isambard Kingdom Brunel's steamship, the Great Eastern, had 6 masts. What were they said to be named after? The days of the week, Monday through Saturday. Which 19th century surgeon pioneered antiseptic techniques that drastically reduced surgical infections? Joseph Lister. What is the name of the wooden promenade that is a famous feature of Atlantic City, New Jersey? Boardwalk. Which U.S. Marine lieutenant colonel was involved in the Iran-Contra affair, selling arms to Iran and diverting the proceeds to the Nicaraguan Contras? Answer: Lieutenant Colonel Oliver L. North. Which author, best known for novels about life in China, such as The Good Earth, won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1938? Pearl S. Buck. Which glands, located on top of the kidneys, produce hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline? The adrenal glands. Which waterway, often called the Highway to India, connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea and has a major impact on global trade? Suez Canal. Which semi-soft Italian cheese's name translates to beautiful country? Bel Paese. Which renowned chef is known for his flagship restaurant Spago, located in Beverly Hills? Wolfgang Puck. Which director, known for his mastery of suspense, famously said, "There is no terror in the bang, only in the anticipation of it"? Alfred Hitchcock. In Mozart's opera The Magic Flute, what is Papageno's occupation? Birdcatcher. What is the name of the day in May when Americans honor their war dead? Memorial Day. Which British rock group, formed by Mike Rutherford in 1985, had a 1989 hit with the song The Living Years? Mike and the Mechanics. What common name is given to the anatomical feature known as the prominentia laryngea? Adam's apple. That's the end of the show. Thanks for playing. See you tomorrow.